What's up, Matt?
Daryl!
What's going on, man?
Beer, man!
Huh?
What are we gonna do then? Hey, God bless you. All I'm saying, Daryl, is if you want to fight capitalism, you need to stop defending the barricades of the system. The positions that Antifa put out are the same as those of Angela Merkel, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, that are advancing capitalism, imperialism, and exploitation against working people of all colors. Fundamentally, the radical left is doing the bidding of the elites.
Now, you do know I'm not down with Democrats, right? You do know I'm not down with that, right?
Anti-fascists fundamentally are advancing the same geopolitical interests.
But careful with that. But careful with that, because fundamentally, you can say that about yourselves as well. Because, hell, one of your biggest cheerleaders is in the White House right now.
Donald Trump does not represent
you are just as much of an establishment as you're accusing me of being.
Because fundamentally, Daryl, we're looking at a post-American world, one that ends the American war machine, one that ends capitalist exploitation.
But then you create
people,
your own.
One that is able to build nations and communities. You believe in communities?
Yes, but here's the thing. You are going to try to take down this American war machine, but look how you guys are now. You're creating your own.
If you want to be able to have
it costs him his family.
Progressive multicultural regions, we respect your right to do so. We're simply saying we want to
that wasn't apparent a couple of months ago.
We want to be able to have our people have their own communities with their own choices. But the thing is, the left, by maintaining America, you're maintaining the chains of
I've always said this. I've never had a problem with you trying to build your own communities or what have you. You cannot do it at the expense of other communities, however.
And we don't have to. We can work,
but you do. That's what the issue is.
We can work with community partners of different backgrounds to ensure an equitable and fair reality for everyone.
Well, see, one of the things I hear all the time when it comes to the actions that you guys have been waging as of late is that you're trying to bankrupt the communities if they don't do what you want them to do. Case in point, Charlottesville, when you was upset about the Confederate, about Robert E. Lee, who, by the way, didn't even want more memorials dedicated.
The left is the one that filed the first lawsuit against the city of Charlottesville.
They wanted to take them down.
Right. So
they wanted to take them down.
Though,
but
these communities, we want to represent the ones that are voiceless. White working class communities.
Charlottesville made their decision. That's what they wanted to do.
White working class people lose their lives every day in an opioid epidemic that is being ignored, while our government, Republicans and Democrats, work side by side with
Hey, Matt, my father was a drug counselor. We was helping.
You understand?
Yes, so that's not the issue. And I think I talked to some folks in Indiana about that. Some of the Klan folks in Indiana not too long ago about that.
If you understand the opioid problem, we're not saying you have to live as we live. We're saying that we can separate. This is a divorce.
But you don't do that. The one thing I've always learned is that fascists never stay within their borders. You can have your own separate state, but then you guys want to try to attack us. We have seen it before. It's been said online.
Why don't we see and have our movement be able to work with communities of color?
Duggan doesn't want to do that.
We can work together to find equitable solutions.
Alexander Duggan doesn't want to do that.
Every time you fight us, you're advancing the interests of the global elites and finance capital. Why defend the barricades?
You know what's funny?
They're coming after us because they're scared.
You know what's funny about that? A lot of y'all, not everybody here, of course, but a lot of y'all have a hell of a lot more capital than some of the people you're complaining about.
I doubt amongst my membership that we have a lot of capital.
You grew up with a lot more capital than most folks.
And as you see the change with Generation Z and Millennials, the average folks, even with a college degree, are making $10, $11 an hour. They're being restricted on health care. We're living with decayed infrastructure. You have places in Appalachia that don't have any sort of advanced high-speed internet.
So if you cared about that, abandon this. And then we probably will hear you more. But this is the deal breaker right here.
Whenever white folks organize, you people come out against us, the radical left. I can sit
Of course. But then again, if you take but here's the fun part about that. We're joined by the communities that you come into.
What about the community members that join us?
The communities that joins you, we never go to. That's on them. Think about it. There's tons of Klan rallies that have been held over the past 10 years. You don't see a lot of anti-fascists there, but you do see community members who are not down with the Klan criticizing y'all. I remember that's what happened in Indiana not too long ago when I was doing the show. And
so what communities are we allowed to organize in that you guys then go to your own spaces? Because it seems fundamentally
you know what?
Everything
let's just attribute that one to trial and error.
Well, but the thing is, Daryl, you define your movement against us. Anti-fascist, your entire existence is built around opposing us.
Yeah.
We're the ones that put forward a vision of a new world that's healthier and more prosperous.
Your vision is not a new world. Your vision is not a new world.
It's a new world for our people.
Your vision has been tried before and passed this prologue.